Steve Morgan for Fishing Monthly magazines with an exclusive for Fishing Monthly readers and Fishing Monthly YouTube channel viewers. It's the ePropulsion technology. The guys that bring in Parson Motors from Island Marine have brought in this, the Spirit 1.0. This is a fully self-contained battery and motor together electric motor, so it's quite unique and we've never seen one of these on the market before. Around $2,695 for one of these. It's 3 horsepower. But the cool thing is you don't have to have a separate battery set up in your boat to run it. So you can put it on a tender, you can put it on one of these little Bass electric boats. This one's sitting on the Fishing Monthly Bluefin John boat, and you're ready to go. Range on this thing's pretty good. We're at Hinds Dam this morning, we put this on the water, we put in at the Western Boat Ramp, went down, fished around the other side of the dam wall and came back, probably put around 15 kilometres on it, came back with around a quarter charge left. And we were charging around. When you charge around, it draws 1,000 watts of power from the battery. You get 9 to 10 kilometres an hour on this rig. But you want to extend the range, you can drop that down to 500 watts of draw, which is only just off full speed on the throttle, and you only drop 2 kilometres an hour, you go about 7 kilometres an hour, but you nearly double that effective range. On the water, it's quite easy to use. It's like driving a tiller 2-stroke outboard, forward, reverse. One thing I didn't like about it was there was no real detent in between forward and reverse, and you don't really know when the motor's turned off, but it's a pretty small complaint that I have about that. One thing I do love is it's got a kill switch. There's a little magnetic kill switch here. If you go overboard, this thing's attached to you, that motor's going to stop and you don't have to swim all over Hinds Dam after it at the end of the day. On the water, the boats are a little bit different. Because you're not carrying 60, 80 kilos of batteries, it actually rides quite high in the transom. And all the Bass Electric guys know that the less resistance you can get by all the turbulence at the transom, the faster that motor's going to go. So for quite a small pitch prop, I thought we got quite good performance out of it, and it felt quite light at the transom. That's compared to when this boat's full of lead acid batteries, driving its standard electric motor. Fishing wise, one thing I didn't like was I couldn't stand on the handle. When you stand on this handle, it pushes down. I like to back troll, stand up with my foot on the handle and drive backwards and fish. Not really suitable for that, but my ideal setup would be this on the back to get me there, and a small cable drive electric motor at the front once I get to the spot to fish with. All in all, pretty excited about this technology. If I was a serious Bass Electric tournament guy, I'd have 2 of these batteries sitting here. The battery, of course, 2/3 of the cost of the motor. The motor itself, $2,695. For more information, or if you want to buy one of these things, you can visit ePropulsion.com.au and keep an eye on future Fishing Monthlies for the write-up on this motor, and also keep an eye on that website for the 10 horsepower model they have coming out. So this is Steve Morgan from Hinds Dam, signing out.